moved into my van in July of 2023, and since then I made quite a few mistakes. One of them being when I got stuck in the middle of nowhere just like this when the battery in my van died on me. This lifestyle offers some amazing perks and benefits, and in order to make this journey as smooth as possible, you must avoid these 5 mistakes, and the last one will surprise you the most. Let's get right into it. Mistake number 1, paying too much for your first home on wheels. Whichever route you go with, could be a camper van, RV, a pickup truck with truck bed camper on it, do not spend too much money on it. Who knows, you might not end up liking this lifestyle too much, and now by spending too much money on your home on wheels, you end up hurting yourself in the long run. I highly advise you to go with Class B camper van. That's what I have, and I spent $5,500 on it. And I spent another $4,000 on improving my van. I installed the solar panels, I replaced the fridge, and I built an office to work out of it. So Class B camper van just like this could be a really good option to start with. And also when it comes to Class B camper vans, stay away from Sprinters for several reasons. One of them being they're too expensive. If you want to learn 5 reasons why you should stay away from Sprinter vans, I actually made a video on it. I'm going to include the video here, the pop-up, or in the description below. And now let's move on to mistake number 2, which is not having systems for absolute necessities. By the way, I apologize for not having a great audio quality, but we are outside. It is windy and it's a van life, so I just go with the flow. So what are absolute necessities? Well, it's things like water, toilets situation, food situation, literally everything that you in normal life don't have to think about. For instance, I had a little accident when I ran out of water completely, and it was the similar situation when I was out in the woods in the mountains in Idaho and I had no water. So unfortunately, I had to drive back to civilization and sacrifice my time spending in solitude. I have a 19-gallon tank in my van. It lasts me about 5, maybe 6 days, depending on how frequently I use the water. But let me show you my water situation. So on the driver's side, I have the access to potable water right here. It is locked for obvious reason. I don't want any weirdo to poison my water, obviously. So I have the key here. It is a little funky because it's so old. Oh, it was upside down actually. My bad. Anyway, here's the water, and I unscrew the lid here and fill up the water by using just a regular hose right there. And my water tank is underneath my bed right there. I don't know if you see it. Let me actually show it to you guys. All right, here you go. There's my water tank. Like I said, it's 19-gallon tank directly hooked up to my sink right there, to my kitchenette, and I get to use it. Now let's discuss the toilet situation. Well, obviously, if you're out and about like this, you're out in the nature, you can do your business somewhere underneath the tree or under some rock situation, whatever. Again, apologize for the audio quality, but I do have a toilet in my van, so let's go check it out. So love my van so much. Anyway, let me show you my bathroom situation here. Okay, it's in the closet right here. Hello. All right, so obviously you can tell I don't really use my toilet that much. It's buried under my clothes, my hats, and my sleeping bag right here. It is not disgusting, you can tell. So obviously when I'm out in nature, like I said, I do my business outside. But if there are emergency situations and I'm near people, I'm not gonna do that, right? So this is literally just for emergency situation. It's nice knowing that you have the toilet inside your van, but it is the old school one. I know modern vans offer, or even I could have bought a toilet with, I don't know what it's called and how they do it now. Literally burns your business down to ashes and it doesn't smell at all. My toilet is old school. I didn't want to deal with smells, so but it's nice to have it. And you have to think about that for sure. And then there's a battery situation when your van might die in the middle of nowhere. That actually happened to me. few months ago, Betty Blue and I were enjoying ourselves in St. George, Utah, and we had some cloudy days. And since my whole van powered by solar panels, I have 3 batteries in it. Since we didn't have sun anymore to power my batteries, the batteries actually drained on me and I got stuck without the ability to start my van. That was terrifying, to be honest, so I had to walk a couple miles to get someone to drive back to my van and jumpstart the car. Luckily, this very kind person helped me and I'm super grateful for him, but I decided that going forward, I'm not gonna put myself in a situation like this anymore. So I decided to invest into jumper box like this. And so far, it's been incredibly helpful because I did have situations, again, when my battery died on me because the places I've been enjoying too much with no sun. And now this thing is my rescuer. It'd be also useful to have some tools in your van, like screwdrivers and all of that, which I do have them in the back, and things like, you know, working gloves and all of that. Again, in everyday normal life, you don't have to think about things like that. But van life is basically a surviving kind of situation with some perks and benefits that you get to enjoy. So thinking about necessities like that is extremely, extremely important. So let's move on to mistake number 3. Spending too much money on food and overnight camping sites or Airbnb or hotel. The point of van life is avoid normal stuff like hotels, Airbnbs, and too much going out, right? So far, I didn't have to pay a single night to stay overnight anywhere. Actually, I'm lying. I did get a ticket for $96 in Southern California, like, I don't know, north of San Diego. So that was $96 and it is hurtful, and basically I paid to stay there overnight, but that was single time. But going forward, I'm not planning to stay at Airbnbs or hotels or whatever unless it's free. And that's been happening to me multiple times. I go and meet a lot of people on the road. They offer me a place to stay, and it's been beautiful places that I've been staying at. And that's how I advise you to go about it as well. There's this great app called iOverlander app where you literally can find the spot to stay for overnight for free, laundromats, places to fill up your water, gas tanks, Wi-Fi spots, whatever. That's my literally go-to app in my phone every single day. And also, do not make a mistake of going out and eating too much out. I have my little kitchenette set up here. I have 2-burner stove, I have a fridge, I have a sink. So any meal that I prefer to eat, I can actually make it right in my van, and I'm super happy about it. And going back to iOverlander, check out this spot near Joshua National Tree Park that I found. I found it on this app and it's completely free to stay here. It's absolutely gorgeous. Check this out. Look at that. Wow, the views. Oof. Pretty cool, huh? So the link to this iOverlander app, a free app, right in the description. Mistake number 4 is not thinking ahead and planning your future. Van life is amazing. The experiences you get are out of this world for sure, something you won't be able to experience living a normal life. And I know there are a lot of people who have been living in their vans and RVs for years, but nonetheless, you gotta think about your future and what eventually you're gonna evolve to. It could be an online store of some sort, or maybe you become a nature photographer, or whatever that might be. I personally invest in real estate and focus on building my wealth through buying rental properties. If you are curious how I invest in real estate out of my van completely remotely, let me know in the comment section, and also follow me on Instagram. I am very responsive there. And because of the current economy and high interest rates, I am mostly focusing on buying rental properties creatively. I will include that video somewhere here and also in the description. If you've been enjoying this video and getting any kind of value, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. This would mean the world to me. Thank you. And finally, mistake number 5 is not connecting with people in person and online. Whatever you are in your van physically, you must connect with people here and there in person and also online by shooting content and documenting your journey. You're simply doing a disservice to people by not sharing your journey, whether it's in person or online when you shoot videos, simply because most people are not able to do a van life, this cool, amazing experience, but they would love to see it and live it through you if you are doing a van life. You must share your journey. This way, you're serving others, and it is one of the best ways to connect with people. Think of it as a video diary that you will come back to value in few years, and also share with your loved ones now and in the future. And if you want to see what my van looks like in full, you should check out this video here. I'll see you in the next one.